Today, more Mini. So I kind of want to just talk about the Mini a little bit, give an update where everything is at. You know, if you've been watching for a while, you'll remember that I had an volcanic orange F56 that got totaled. So I've been doing a lot of work to this to kind of get back to where I was before that car was totaled. And if you missed that content, I did a whole video on the insurance claim and the payout process and all of that. But I kind of want to talk about everything I've done on this, where I'm at, and maybe what I see coming next. So the car's lowered on NM springs. This car had the factory big brakes, JCW brakes. I put my Motegi track lights on here that were on my other F56. These wheels are a 17x8 and they needed a 15mm spacer to be installed. So I did those spacers all the way around. I didn't need them on the rear, but I did them anyway, and I think that it gives it a really good fitment if you look down the side of the car. I replaced these and the headlight rings with the black factory OEM parts. I think that they look a lot better than the ones that were on here that were kind of rattle canned. I also replaced this because that one was rattle canned as well. I replaced the Mini emblems with black emblems. I did the scuttle plates. So these are an LCI scuttle plate or a facelift scuttle plate. So they would be on the newer Minis, I think 2019 and newer. So these are LED. I think that they look great. It's one of the things that if you're driving a JCW, you should totally do these. If you're driving an S, I did a video on those too, on the orange car, you should buy the LCI scuttle plates. Something to note is that they are they're LED and they require coating in order to make it so that you don't get a fast blinker. But that's really easy to do. I did another video on that, the Bimmer code video, so check that out too. What else? I did some basic maintenance things. I changed the wiper blades. I did coils, and so I did plugs and coils. I did an NM intake, so I'll show you that. And I did an NM strut tower bar. So NM intake, NM strut tower bar. I replaced the plugs with factory plugs, and I replaced the coils with Dynon coils. I have an M-cubed Motorsports downpipe, which is Mario Palza. He's pretty well known on a lot of the Mini groups. He does Mini tuning, specializes in Mini. So this has an M-cube stage 2 tune on it. It does have, it's got the O2 sensor in the factory location. It doesn't have any check engine lights. Everything is good. I've had a couple options coded in it, or I coded a couple options in it with the Bimmer code and Bimmer link software. I changed a bunch of internal things, like I added these black rings over the factory silver. These carbon fiber ones were kind of on here and I just haven't removed those. I think they're okay. These are black, 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 black all the way around. BFI shift knob with an aftermarket boot because it had the factory JCW knob. I still need to get my radar detector hardwired. I'll do a video on that again, but I already did a video on the other F56 and it's the same. I changed out these sill plates back to the John Cooper Works factory ones. There were some aftermarket ones on here. The Mini striker plates from Kill All Chrome, door handle covers, gas cap cover, etc. I think the car, honestly, it really came together really well. It sounds great. It really performs. It's a blast to drive. It's just a ton of fun. And I've owned a lot of cars that are faster, that are better on paper, but this thing is just a blast to drive. I enjoy driving this more than I enjoyed driving my Golf R when I had that. And I had a Mark 7 Golf R. It was APR Stage 2, and it had a whole bunch of APR bolt-on parts. But this is, I think, more fun, in my opinion. I changed out the chrome beltline trim to black all the way around. It did require me to replace my retainers on the back. I apologize for the dirt all over the car. It's raining today, so I was just out and it's a mess. Yeah, so let's talk about what's next. So I picked up these NM brake lines. I'm going to install these stainless steel brake lines on a video. I'm going to be installing this is an armrest in this box here. So my driver's side door armrest has a little, it's like, I don't want to call it a tear, but there's like a seam that's coming up. I do also have an NM short shifter kit, And I have the subwoofer and amplifier that came out of the last Mini that I'm probably going to install in here. I'm going to do a deep cleaning on the interior, which includes the Alcantara. I've got some Sonex Alcantara cleaner as well as a color lock kit. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here, but I think that you know, it's coming together nicely. And one other very minor touch, if you have a JCW, these. This is like the door lock button. These kind of just replace the factory buttons, and they're, I don't know, surprisingly pricey for what they are, but they look cool. So I did those as well. One thing I am looking for is a good cell phone holder. So this had like a mount that comes off of the gauges, but I don't have the cup. You can see it right there. I don't have the cup that the cell phone actually sits in. And you know, I'm using like a vent mount right now. It's like one of those dogs that hugs you, and it's not great. So I am looking for a good cell phone mount. I might just stop carrying and put CarPlay in the car. So I'm contemplating that. This is a Harman Kardon car, but I might retrofit CarPlay. But that's really about it. I think it looks good. I think that it's in great. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's a good build. So I'm probably going to spend some time enjoying it. Maybe do some other videos in the future. I might order another steering wheel for this car. I ordered a steering wheel for the orange car that never got installed. Yeah, so anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll have a great day.